Well, it's no secret altcoin season has begun, and this is the point in the cycle where you can make some really nice outpaced returns in a short period of time. What's up guys, it's Crypto Dave here at Top Tier Signals, and in this video I want to discuss a very important thing that happened on Friday of last week, and it has to do with our Ethereum ETF. Last Friday, Ethereum ETFs hit a record $333 billion of net inflows. This is the highest daily net inflow that the ETFs have ever had, and they also, more importantly, outpaced that of the Bitcoin ETFs. And this is a very significant thing when you consider the fact that Bitcoin as an asset is already 4 times the size and valuation of Ethereum. So to see that net inflows into the traditional on-ramps are outpacing Bitcoin, or at least holding on par with Bitcoin, I think has a much larger impact for Ethereum than most people realize, especially given how undervalued it has been lately and how the sentiment has really just been lowered over the past 2 years compared to Bitcoin. And here we can see the spot Ethereum net flows since the launch. As we can see, we had a pretty even distribution of inflows and outflows during the initial launch. We had quite little activity throughout the entire correction that lasted through the summer and the fall, but over the past couple of months we have really seen net inflows pick up tremendously. And to have that type of institutional flow right now for an asset that is only inflating at 0.19% per year is quite insane. That relationship is so important. We are in a period of time where people are looking for those higher beta plays. Ethereum is the only high beta play to Bitcoin that exists in a traditional form, and with such a low supply growth rate on an annualized basis, there is simply not enough supply to keep up with that type of demand. I think people really have underestimated how well Ethereum can do over the next several months. Beyond this, if we just consider the weekly time frame here, we have a very favorable setup. Once we broke the 2017 highs, we saw a 220% rally that lasted 287 days. And if we just extrapolate that same type of move from where we are right now, not even from breaking our current all-time high of around 4,800, if we just take that same type of performance from where we are right now, we could see a 287-day period with at least a 90% return, taking us to about that $7,000 mark. And guys, I think this is a very conservative estimate, because even if we consider the same type of fractal from the actual peak that we currently have, we would be up into the $8,000 territory for Ethereum, which would be a very substantial move, over a 2x from where we are currently sitting. And I think that that is still somewhat of a conservative estimate for what Ethereum can do. I would also be looking for ETHBTC to flip this 21 weekly moving average that has sort of held the ratio down for the past 2 years, as we've ultimately just seen Ethereum bleed and lose market share against Bitcoin. It'd be great to see a nice decisive candle breaking above that 21 weekly moving average and spurring a nice run for Ethereum with regard to its Bitcoin pairing. Now, the last point I want to make is what happens when Ethereum does break out of the symmetrical triangle that we have just seen. What happens when we break that $4,000 level? Well, if we look at total 2 divided by total 3, again, total 2 is going to take the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, and total 3 is going to do the same thing, except it's also going to exclude Ethereum. We can see that for the past several months, total 3 has actually outperformed total 2. And you'll notice we've stuck in some bullish divergence here with the lower lows in the ratio and some higher lows here with the RSI and the MACD histogram. So I think we could very well see a turning point here for this ratio. If Ethereum does break out of $4,000, I think a lot of money is going to be flowing through ETH first, and we will see this ratio rebound where total 2 begins to outpace total 3 before that final rotation into altcoins. So guys, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I just think that Ethereum is an insanely undervalued play right now. It is probably the most obvious and most risk-averse play this cycle. At this point, breaking out of that macro structure that we have with the strength and passive bid of the Ethereum ETFs very strong at this moment, I think that Ethereum is poised to do extremely well. Bitcoin is already trading over $100,000. Ethereum's sentiment has been very low for quite some time. So I think we're going to see a shift in the market here over the next few weeks, where that money is going to be moving first through Ethereum and back into some of the majors such as Bitcoin and Solana. And we will soon see price discovery for our second largest asset here in the digital space. Guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you like the video, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. You won't miss a single post. And until the next video, guys, I'll catch you in the Discord. Peace.